Well, here we are, December the 21st, and another year coming to an end, and seeing a few of the creators out there. Maddie over at Maddie's Workshop doing a nice shout out for the end of for December. I mean for the year, and you'll have to bear with me. I just took the neck brace off. A little hard to talk with this on. I can hardly look up, and to start off, the video that was the video that was up was requested by I won't say who to take it down until my case is it could jeopardize my case, that accident. So that we'll talk about at the end of my notes here. All right, let's start off with the first part of the January of 23. And this was the first year, of course, without my wonderful bride, Sammy, celebrating New Year's. Oh, boy, it's neck. Bear with me, I got a little creak here. I guess I should have left the neck brace on. Anyhow, hope she's looking down on all of us, and so many of my creators that have her memorial card posted. Thank you, guys. I feel that she'll look after us and after y'all. So anyhow, this is the first year without, of course, Sammy. Early part of January, we get, and these are videos that are out, most of them. We got the well house new roof on. Got air lines plumbed into the main building. And that is a big plus. And got a door on it. So that's weather protected for this winter. A little bit tragic there. We have a wonderful YouTube creator over, Tom Knop over at Hilltop Machine Works. We all know what happened to Tom's shop, and near loss of life with Tom and chaos. And I tell you what, that was tragic. It all hit us at home. It really did. And so God bless you, Tom and Bess and Chaos and all the other wonderful dogs. We'll go over Tom's card. You know what? We'll just do it right now. Got a wonderful Christmas card from the Best family. And here we have, over here we have Chaos. We have Copper, C-O-P-P-E-R, Cooper, Copper. Pumpkin, this is Pumpkin, well, cute little rascal. And see Shasta, S-A-S-H-A, Shasta. Tom, Bess, y'all looking great. Thanks for the card, wonderful card. And we'll get to the other cards that came in right here at the end, because it'll be in this at the end of the video. Okay, and everybody that pitched in, you know, that went down to the shop and helped, and us that could contribute to the GoFundMe. I couldn't contribute a lot, but it is a wonderful, wonderful community. We all are in the YouTube community. Yes, very good. I mean, just a world of great people. So then we move into February. And February, video I'm doing a fire barrel, which has paid off really well, because I canceled out my $42 a month trash bill. Been burning in what little trash I accumulate in the fire barrel. Turned a Milwaukee concrete coring unit into a wood splitter. It wasn't much of a video. Kind of more for entertainment. It works. Now that I've had this injury and stuff and the cancer, I'm not splitting any wood. I try to find, and I did find wood that was already down the right size for my fireplace this year. Wonderful couple. And it was cut 18 inches, most of it in about 2.5, 3 inch. Goes right in the fireplace. That was a plus for this year on tending to the fire. So log splitter, I don't think I'm still laughing over that one. I need to tear it all down now and put it back as a concrete corn deal and sell it so I can buy me a car. We'll talk about that at the end too. March, that was when Stan and Phil, Stan, of course, with Bar Z Industrial, and Phil with Almost Machining, stopped in here for a quick visit, passing through back from Flywheelers. And yes, we all know that Stan took a pretty good whipping. Everybody follows his channel and my channel knows what happened to Stan. And of course, watch him all the time. He's on that powder coating right now. Way to go, Stan. He was in, part 10. So you're coming to the end, and you're going to be wrapping up quick. So Phil and Stan, again, thank you for that visit. I'll never, ever forget that. And maybe some more barbecue in the near future. Yeah. Hope you'll stop in. So I headed back from the Flywheelers. That's a bucket list item there for sure, for Ole Bear. Yeah. And going out to Bar Z. April, new metal roof gets started. Started only on the house. And I bring home pardon me, I got to hold my neck. I brought home a dog named Thor. What a pickle he was. What a mess. But loved him to death. And then we'll discuss when I had to get rid of him when I started the chemo treatments. So not many videos. Got a few of Thor. And May, that was wrap up on the 55 Chevrolet, the seats, front and rear. And also the county, after 9 years, from the time we moved in here in September 2014. Finally got them off their keister and got my drainage ditches done. That was on video. 9 years. Crying shame. Paid taxes all them years. Getting off subject. Don't like it's very long. So then wrap up on the 55, and yes, I still have door panels and kick panels and a headliner put in, and wonderful cancer. Let's not talk about that right now. Come along. Okay, the old John Deere in first part of June, SST 16, finally back up on his feet and steering. And did a little video on that, and got quite a few people asking about those zero-steered older John Deeres and stuff. So that puts us into the 18th of June, Father's Day. Not a good day. Oh, a wonderful time with my family. But that's when I first noticed something wrong in my throat. I couldn't swallow. Loved pizza. My daughter had pizza and the family over. And that started the journey with finding out, and we'll go into when that was here into July, esophageal cancer. So let's go to the back and we'll get into July. And primary care doctor there at the 20th of July immediately orders me a CT. Get the CT scan done on July the 24th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No more than get home, and she's calling. I'm still driving home. I got to get a gastro and an oncologist ASAP. Now you try to drive home after getting that phone call. I even pulled over so I could hear. I knew something was wrong. Knew it. Just wasn't sure. At that point, I weighed 267 pounds. I hadn't stopped eating just yet. I mean, swallowing, yeah. But when I first started having problems in June, Father's Day, 267 pounds. So then I set up with try to get oncology, which I used my wife's oncologist and got that appointment, but couldn't get a gastro for like a month out. That's 4 to 5 more weeks, they're telling me. So we go into, by the end of July, August the 6th, actually, I couldn't swallow water. Couldn't swallow on the 7th. I called my family. You got to take me to Baylor Scott White. I've got to get in the hospital. I've got to get something done. I'm dehydrating. So I was admitted on the 8th of August and was in there 10 days to the 18th, and therefore I had the feeding tube put in, but biopsies made, all kinds of tests run, and it was on the 18th. Lymph nodes say, metastasized out of the esophagus into other organs, and stage 4. Don't make you a happy camper. Now it waits right up. I'm not blaming it too much on the oncologist there at the hospital, but he waits the discharge is that morning. By the way, it's not stage 3, it's stage 4. Date that's etched in my mind for sure. So at that point there in that hospital, and y'all see me trying to eat what they call pancakes. Actually, it was mushy waffles. I was still trying to get them down, and not very successfully, and some scrambled eggs, and part of a bologna sandwich. But it become necessary to have that feeding tube. So I was 210 then, on the 18th of August. September the 19th started a wonderful world of chemo and radiation. And radiation is really a piece of cake. Wonderful team over there. We had a lot of laughs and giggles, and took a lot of photos, and of course there's videos made of it. But the chemo will go down through. Started at then 194 pounds on September the 19th. Scheduled for 6 chemos and 27 radiations. I did all the radiations, but we get down to the second chemo, kind of started going south. The third chemo, which was done on the 9th, it never took Bear out. Now you hear horror stories, believe you me. I was seeing things that you shouldn't be seeing. Blood pressure was through the ceiling. My heart was nearly out of my chest, and they managed to get another IV in me and get me stable. This is during chemo. This is why this thing is in my port. So the batch was changed, and then it was done to a protein base, which I managed to get in chemo 4 and 5. I'm getting blood transfusions this whole time. Every week. I had 5 blood transfusions because of my white cells going down. Couldn't get them stable. And so I was in like at 6.97, and you're supposed to be at 14. So therefore, I'm in bad shape. So I don't know what the others are going through, but you know what? 5 hours total sitting in a chair, with getting blood transfusion. It's a real pain on your keister. I mean, they said, well, you can get out. You can get up, Mr. Marcy. Just don't cut anything loose, and you can even go to the bathroom, but you got to wheel that thing. I can barely walk them so weak. Hey, you think I'm gonna hang on to that gurney deal with all these bags hanging on me? No, I'd roll, and then I'd ask for another hot pill, and oh man, I don't know how we all get through blood transfusion, but we do. Okay. So anyhow, that puts us into the that chemo that nearly took me out, and that was number 3, and so 4 or 5, but number 6 had to be waved off. I was too low, and my wonderful Dr. Page says no more chemo. So that being said, we're going to move right on into November. Now we had already discussed that it might be as much as a year, even without any surgeries, that I could eat without a feeding tube. Come November, I'm still putting herbs down, and I'm still putting in eating, protein drinks down my tube, and I'm starting to get some drinking green tea. No sugars, green tea, and I'm starting to see changes. And that's from the chemo and the radiation doing something, literally. Now I'm skinny as a rail, ugly as a fart, but other than that, hey, food's actually starting to go down. This is a good sign. So we're into now mid-November, and I'm starting to have like scrambled eggs and soups and yogurts, and dying for ice cream, but I got some ice cream, and my throat is from the radiation, it's too cold, and I'll get like a little half pint or whatever, get a couple of 3, 4 bites, and then throw the container out. So Brian over there, BC Block, yeah, can't put no sugar down, can it, Brian? So I don't know why I was wanting sugar, ice cream. It was yogurt, but anyhow, I'm still sugar free. Ain't no sweeter. But okay, so now we're moving on. We're finally getting some, things down. Still on the forbenzazole, the alkaline water, which is, I keep telling people to talk to me about, their esophageal cancer or the other. You got to take the alkaline water. That flap actually I haven't had a PET scan, which we'll get to that in a minute. The flap has either grown itself back together, or I swallowed a brick and it's keeping the acid reflux from coming back up. I can sleep. I can't sleep laying on the side, but I can sleep now back in Sammy's hospital bed, and got out of that recliner finally, without acid coming up and getting into my lungs. And I haven't had acid reflux now since the 1st of November by doing alkaline 88 water. I don't overdo it. I get 8 ounces in the morning, 8 ounces in the evening. 8 ounces in the morning, 8 ounces in the evening. I put it down in a good old feeding tube, which is the string tied to it. And I could swallow it, but then I put it down with the rest of my vitamin B12, my D3, the pawpaw, and then I'm still doing the horse warmer, yes, the Joe Tippin deal. Something's working. Something's on my side, and the good man. Wait a minute, we hadn't given him credit yet. The good Lord above. Okay, so shock activities hadn't been going on. And so roll in there to the early December and locate, see if we can turn them around. We locate 2 of these old Kennedy boxes that are all kind of boogered up and stuff, and get those reconditioned. Right now, for Christmas, we'll get the one I can't get my grandson's tools in there and give that box away on Christmas. We'll get to that December 15th here in just a minute. But managed to get the toolboxes redone, did videos and showing, putting the felt in and matching the paint, and hopefully I'll pick up new subscribers just by going on, and it's tagged as Kennedy, tool chest, that I can get a few more followers. get to the 600 so I can give away some of those die-cast tractors over there, one at a time. But get to 600 maybe here soon. A lot better than what I started out with one. Mr. Brian Hayner, metal shaper, the world's best Jeep builder in the United States and I say in the world, and over there in Connecticut and at Mars Farm. But it's metal shaper, all together, lowercase, YouTube. Please follow him and say, Bear, hey, Bear down there in Texas turned me on to you. Now he's got a lot of followers, and Brian is one outstanding, him and Maria, people in this YouTube community. I tell you, community. Gotta learn how to talk all over again. Old baggy throat. Anyhow, and then watch my channel for others that I'm subscribed to, please, and then get theirs. And we'll go thank you, shout out to all of them that we can in this short video. Okay, so December 15th, headed to that PET scan. You know, the first, my doctor or oncologist wanted to get it like November the 27th. I said, Doc, that ain't enough time. I'm starting to eat as things are going on. Okay, agreed. So December 15th, got to stay in your copay now before the end of the year, for the 27th or whenever copay's in. So 8:05, I'm at a stop sign. You know, I look at my dash, 06 Cadillac dash, got a big nice clock there saying 8:05, I don't have to be there at 9 o'clock. I look down to my left, and here comes a lady with a turn signal on. She's 70 yards back. And when you watch that video, I'm sorry I had to take it down, but by advice of my law firm that I've hired, they said take it down until this is resolved. But 70 yards back, turn signal's on. I got plenty of time. It is rainy, drizzly, pavement's wet. I come out onto the county road, gonna head east, and here comes this Ranger pickup flying. Literally, I don't know how he didn't hit her and drive her into my door. Flying around her, hits me head on. And that ambulance ride, I tell you what, was miserable. Literally, I was in tears. I mean, I could not, they must have hit every pothole on our county roads between here and the hospital. To them, it was probably a smooth ride, but my lower back was severely twisted up, and my neck is a friggin' pretzel, and I'm not sleeping. I got headaches that I've never had, and here, I'm not complaining. I'm telling you, this trauma, after the first day is bad, but this is day 6, and if my Sammy was here, she would be, she'd be throwing bricks at everybody, especially my insurance company, which I will not mention. Been with us since 1982, and I'm getting all kinds of runaround. And then the guy files the day of the accident, probably, I think before I left the scene. Ouch! Ooh, can't bend the neck. On his probably cell phone, and claims against Bear. So it hasn't been the end of the year. This year has been kind of rough on certain folks of us, but I am going to try to get out one last little quick video, and that's going to be, I picked up a real cheap, you know, I have some bills and stuff, but I needed a sandblaster to finish those projects so I can get those put together, not leave my children. The Powermatic all tore down, and the Delta, Dayton bandsaw and all that, and I need to blast them, and so I'm working on can't do nothing now. So that might be what I put together in December, the last video for the year. We're 24 minutes into this. Wonderful Harold, ARW Harold Waters out of Houston. Thank you, Harold. I miss some ARW discussions. And thanks a million, Harold. God bless you and hope you're doing well. And then, of course, we showed Tom over Hilltop Machine Works. Him and Beth, wonderful card here. And we put them on the board back there from last year's cards when Sammy was here and Christmas. And another one from Lyle and Jeanette Peterson, Pete 222 Bocane. That man, I think it was just 80. Well, you know, all of us sent cards in. His 80th birthday, 81st. I'll keep from getting in trouble, but 10 years older than I am. And acts like he's still a shop teacher in his 20s. Keep going, Mr. Pete. And keep going to them dadgum auctions and yard sales and tool buys. It's in our blood. It runs like iron. So the chips are still flying, and may they always be good and never down. God bless everyone. This is all Bears got. I've not got well, I probably got the time, but I don't have any way. I looked down at this keyboard very long, and I got to get this thing back on. And you ever try to type with a keyboard up here like this on books so you don't have to bend your neck? It's a pain. I was going to put in some still pictures and stuff over the year, but not necessary. I'm just glad to be part of this YouTube community as a hobbyist, machinist slash, car builder. And I'm going to get back. I think I'm going to have to just probably get me an RV and that has a place for my sewing machine and just keep doing. Nah, that ain't me. I'm not an RVer. God bless. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Maddie, get in there and, if you got to do radiation, it's a piece of cake, the radiation. You just won't like laying on the table for 20 minutes. That's all you're going to lay there. And make sure you take lots of pictures of your staff, your nurses, your oncology team, radiation. Because I spent, every time I'd go over, I learned how to count how many Phillips and Lockheed screws were around that deadgum radiation machine. And pretty soon I was telling the girls, I got to move over just a little bit. Mr. Marcy, we know how to line you up. Because I would watch that red line coming right down through there, laser line, and I could just about, with the ceiling grid, knew every time where to lay. So they kind of got a hoot out of that. So Sammy is saying, everybody in this world be safe. She's looking out after everyone. We'll put her around here so she can rest. No, she deserves to be on camera. God bless everybody. Bears Rod Shop. Hope to see you in 2024. We're out of here.